Hello interwebs, I'm Incognito and welcome to day 2 of Budget Bites, a month-long series dedicated to Hunger Action Month. For those who don't know, Hunger Action Month is a national campaign held every September by Feeding America to raise awareness and inspire action against hunger in America. In honor of Hunger Action Month, my sister and I have decided that this month we are attempting to spend less than half of our typical grocery budget, and we're going to try and survive off of no more than $150 for the entire month of September. And we're going to donate what money we can save to Feeding America. For day 2, I made a simple chicken enchilada with green sauce. It's, once again, nothing fancy, just something filling to kind of get us through the night. It's a real easy recipe. You take some chicken and you throw it on a high heat and let it boil until it's completely cooked. Unfortunately, I'm a moron, and I left my chicken unattended, so it went from fully cooked to boiling over and nearly burning the house down, which is why you never leave your stove unattended. Now, typically when I make chicken enchiladas, I would shred my chicken, like a sane person, but my sister is currently pregnant, and certain textures do not jive with her very well right now. And shredded chicken just happens to be one of those. So I diced our chicken, which felt like a food crime, but we do what we gotta do, right? Before making my enchilada sauce, I preheated my oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit before once again filming myself opening a can for no reason. But while I have you here, I figure I'll give you another fact from Feeding America. As of today, 40% of Americans are living just one paycheck away from poverty, having to make the tough decisions between feeding themselves and their families or paying for rent or utilities. While you process that fact, you can watch me mix a can of green enchilada sauce with, roughly 1/4 cup of sour cream, something like that. I tend to guesstimate more than I probably should for a recipe video, but I threw roughly half my sauce mix into my chicken, probably a little more than half if I'm being completely honest. I didn't really have enough for the end of the recipe. That was my bad. Don't follow my mistakes. I added 2 cups of cheese as well and just gave it a really good mix so everything was nice and well coated and evenly put together. Next, I threw 10 white corn tortillas into the microwave for 30 seconds. Personally, I prefer the yellow corn tortillas, but they're more expensive and we are working on a budget, so white corn tortillas it was. Once that was finished, I added 2 dollops of sauce into the bottom of my pan. I would have used more, but like I said, I used a little too much in my chicken mix and kind of had to make do. Not my best move, but I went and filled my tortillas with my mixture, and I had, funny enough, just enough for every tortilla, only barely. I was scraping the sides of the bowl by the end of it, but I did it, and that is what I call good measuring, even if it was not measured in the slightest. Fun fact, I didn't realize until a handful of years into making enchiladas that the reason you put the seam side down into the pan is so they don't open up while you're trying to make them, which makes so much sense, but I've never claimed to be smart, and I'm not gonna start now. After that, I went ahead and spread what little sauce I had left onto my enchiladas and topped it with cheese. Obviously, I didn't have much sauce left, so I used quite a liberal amount of cheese. I threw my enchiladas in the oven for roughly 30 minutes, and I forgot to film myself taking them out, but this is what they looked like on the plate. Despite the diced chicken food crime, they actually came out tasting pretty good, so I can't complain. I said it in the last video, but I've currently got a goal of raising $500 for Feeding America, so once again, I'm going to leave a link in the description. If you're able and willing to donate, it would mean the world to me. For every dollar they raise, they serve 10 meals, so a little bit goes a really long way. If you can't donate, again, I completely understand, but if you could like and share the video, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. See ya!